past 5 grand this time. What is up, guys? I got a cool one today. We always got cool ones here at Strongspeedworks. This one's I don't know, another soft spot one. I have a soft spot to these cars. It's a third gen. It's got an LT1 in it. Got a 6-speed LT1 hot cam, subframe connectors, coilovers. It is an autocross car. So, and I absolutely love his trap door. I'm not gonna ask where he got the sign at, so let's pop the hood. You know me and LT1s. I love LT1s. Everybody hates them. I like them. They're pretty fun. It's just a small block. He even incorporated the 4th gen SLP intake. We're gonna do it in speed density. He said he was having math problems, but I'm gonna double check it. It might be just something in the tune. He'd shipped me his PCM. I put a base tune on it only, and I told him, hey, get it running, get it on a trailer, get it over here. That's what he did, so good deal. Got 3rd gen headers on it, hooker headers. Made his own Y pipe. Got a ported intake with a 58mm on it. Hot cam, roller rockers, and then some heads, I think it said heads on it too. So 373 gear, got coilovers and stuff. So this one's gonna be a fun one. He told me not to blow it up. And I said, well, can't make any promises, but I do my damnedest not to blow it up. This is a pretty badass car. I like that. Let's go get the camera set up, get the tune downloaded again, and get the tuning on this thing. Okay, he's got these NRG racing seats in it, and they're fixed. There's no moving them, but luckily he's about my size, so fit pretty good, not too shabby. So we're tuning this one with HV tuners. Now you notice that there's no coil packs on it. Well, it's 4X swapped, which means it still retains the OptiSpark distributor, but doesn't use the optical sensor itself, which is what I have in my white car. So it looks like this thing started off life as a 305 5-speed car, and I think it's an RS too. It has an IROC Z badge right there, but I don't think it's an IROC Z. It's a 91 or a 92 car, just based off of the door panel graphics and then just the ground effects and all that stuff. They're a little different on everything. So I'm gonna get the tune downloaded, and then oh man. Oh, that's weird. He must have changed this, or he might have changed the doors, but it's got the electric window stuff right here. I'll have to ask him. It's got aftermarket gauges and stuff in it. I'll do it, I'll walk around and stuff, but let's get this tune downloaded. We'll go start tuning in, and then he don't have a wideband bung, so I'm gonna take out one of the O2 sensors. He told me the driver's side one's gonna be the easiest one to do, so trust him on that one. And then we'll, oh, it says 91 Camaro RS right here, so it's 91. And then we'll go do water throttle pulls at the end, but I'm gonna get this thing dialed in real nice for him. And then he said he wasn't looking for max power, but he's looking for just, he can go drive it and not run like total crap. And I asked him if it ran like total crap, and he said, no, not really. He goes, it ran pretty good. It just, you can just tell it needed to be tuned. So that's what we're gonna do. All right, we got her running decent, or idling good. Let's see. I think the throttle body needs to be adjusted just a tad. Overall, it seems like it runs okay. He said it's a hot cam. Kind of hard to tell. It's small. It's nothing crazy. It's got balls. All these LT1s got balls though. Oh yeah, there it is. I got the deceleration fuel cutoff turned off, so it's gonna pop really bad. cool though. I like it. Got a muffle-like system on it. I don't know if I mentioned that. It's a 3.5-inch system, not the 4-inch system. Pretty cool though. I like how he's stuck with all that stuff. Oh, this thing pops pretty good. It was super lean when I got a hold of it. It was like 10% lean, like just at idle. So I went 10% richer across the entire board. So we're just doing speed density right now. I'm gonna turn the MAF on after I do this and then see if it works. Because he said he was having trouble with it running with the MAF on. So if it does run like crap with the MAF on, we're just gonna do a speed density tune on it. It'll be totally fine. Didn't want to die at idle or at red lights and stuff, so that's good. Not trying to idle adapt, not too much. About 1 gram a second, which ain't too bad. Now this makes me want to get mine going, just to drive a 6-speed LT1 car again. Kinda got mirrors, they kinda, it's alright. It's seriously just a race car, so. This thing pops a lot. That's awesome. We'll go around the block here. Ooh, it needs some transient fuel. Throttle sticking.
Get it tuned in?
Yeah, it's got an LT1 in it. The throttle sticking though.
Man, yeah.
Yeah, the throttle's sticking. That's crazy. I'll have to figure out what's going on with that. I'm gonna go back to the house real quick and see if I can get it to unstick. It might be just that BBK throttle body because I've seen them stick before. Alright, well I got the, I think I have the high idle fixed. I had to go like a turn and a half down on the throttle body. In order to get a wrench in there, I had to take it off. So I didn't record any of that. I'm good. You know how to take a throttle body off. Turn and a half down, I didn't log it, but I just started it and it immediately was idling good. So I'm flashing it right now with the short little thing I did, just updating some VE tables. And then 0 seconds, I'm about to start it, so I'll just keep rolling. Let's see what the, because the TBS wouldn't go below like 3.5%, so I think it was just being stupid. Right now it's at 0, so 100. See, it's sticking. 2%, 3.5, 7. I wonder if we have a TPS issue, or the throttle body is just sticking really bad. Now, I have run across these where they stick really bad. In this case, it looks like it's sticking pretty bad. So, yeah, it's going 9% when I let off. 100, let's see, 8.6, 9, 8, 9, 9, 10, 3. It's very inconsistent. So it's either the TPS needs to be adjusted or something. There ain't no telling. Let me turn the key off and turn back on and see what it does. 3%. So let me get under there and try to fix this real quick, because it's not gonna be happy. Well, I didn't pop the hood. I seriously turned the camera off and decided to start it just to see if it was idle high. It went up and I just popped it real hard and it went back to 0, and it hasn't stuck since. So I don't know. I think we should just continue on. The mass air meter is reading, but really low. So, like, it's reading 1800 hertz. I don't think I've ever seen one read that low, even stock. So I'm kind of wondering if there's just an issue with it. I mean, it's tunable. It's reading when I rev it, you know. Let me put it in MAF only mode and just see if it acts stupid. So it's flashing, we've got 3 seconds left. 1, 0, let's see if it'll start. It should. I mean, it's recording. You know, I live like probably 5 to 8 miles away from the drag strip, and I can hear them running right now, so. It's running the mass air only, so. It is not happy at all in mass air only. You can hear how lazy it is. So I'm gonna go here to fuel, air control, and I'm gonna put that like 10. Come on. It needs a lot more fuel, so I think it's super lean. And mass air only, yeah, it's super lean. So what I did was go in here to the vehicle controls and special functions and the VCM scanner, and then you can go over to fuel, and then it'll say air fuel control, and then the lower the number, the richer it's going to be, and the higher the number, the leaner it's going to be. So if you kind of trying to figure out where you kind of need to be at, I command a 14:1 air fuel ratio at idle and driving, because we have 10% ethanol around here, and all of our fuel, if you want 100% gas, you can drive out of your way and get it. I've personally never seen a problem with 10% ethanol in any kind of fuel. I've had cars sit forever. Hell, my 66 Biscayne runs 10% ethanol. It sits for months at a time, and it has 0 issues. So I don't believe any of the crap that anybody says about ethanol fuel. So go in there, and then I put it at like a 10.0 air fuel, and it liked it. So I'm gonna add probably 20% across the board in the mass airflow table here, and then just go from there and then fine adjust it from there, because it looks like it actually has a lot of adjustment left in it. So, and again, every one of these are different. So, you know, this is a 411 with a 4X setup. I've tuned quite a few of these, and none of them are going to be the same. So these cars, I mean, this thing's totally custom. So let's go 20% fuel right here, add it, boom, flash it, and then we're going to do that, and we'll jump back over to the VE table and just dial it in, because it looked like it was pretty close, but I really want to dial it in real nice, and then jump back over to the mass air meter. I just wanted to do this just to make sure that mass air meter was working, because he said it wasn't, and I'm pretty sure it is. It's just, it was way out of whack. So again, base tunes never really, like, you know, never correct. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. What's that one gif? Sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit, you know? So I don't like doing them. I just sent him this just to get it started, and I knew he was going to trailer it down here. I usually refuse to do a mail order tune, or like, that's just stupid. Don't do it. Don't do it. And he knew that, but he, again, didn't have HP tuners. It wasn't a big deal with me. So I was like, hey, I told him all the details about it. He was not happy right there. Is not happy, so I need to do some more adjusting on it. This chance. He flipped me off. All right, short update. I added 50% fuel across the board on the MAF table, and it finally ran. So it works. It was just way off. Again, every one of these setups are going to be different. I was 50% off, and I know that one that I flashed on there has worked on multiple other ones. So hey, it's just going to happen. So I'm currently flashing it back to speed density. We're going to go dial this thing in, and then since it's a 6-speed, I can pick and choose my gear and RPM and all that stuff. So good deal, Lucille, and get this thing dialed in and put the wide man in it later on, and then do some wide open throttle rips with this thing. Alright, we're back in speed density here. I didn't film it, but I had my phone up on the dash here and said carpet, and I took a right-hand turn, and I got the window down. It flew out. Yeah. Phone's okay. UAG cases for the win. That's all I use. So if you want to sponsor me, go ahead, UAG. I love your stuff. Old Monty. He's the guy with the Impala across the street. He's got a ZR1 Corvette, a C4 ZR1 Corvette, and then he daily drives a C6 Grand Sport. Great guy, love him. He just needs to drive his Impala more. So every customer that comes over with an LT1 always wants to purchase it. So I love the way this thing pops. I'm gonna ask him if he wants to leave it. Good, I'm tuning. Good, I'm tuning. Yep, I'm tuning. Okay, so we're within just that little short spill right there, about 4 to 7% on the fueling rich. Totally fine. So I'm gonna go. I love that. That's awesome. We're gonna go dial this thing in like a normal car, and then put it on map only. Make sure that the throttle doesn't stick either, so I'm keeping an eye on that. It's still good. I fixed it.
You tuned it in, man.
Well, no, I had to back the throttle body blade off a little bit. It was sticking.
Oh, you got it fixed up now.
Yeah, sounds good.
Idling perfect.
Yeah, I'm still tuning on it though.
I figured you should do it laps around.
I am.
There, or
Owasso.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all I'm doing.
It sounded really good now.
Yeah. Hey, what are you guys raising money for?
Riders United for Children. Hey, thank you very much. God bless you.
Have a good one, man.
Oh, you take it easy.
Will do. Dude, it runs really good. I don't know what cam it is. He said it was a hot cam. It could be that or a CC503 or something, but like it's matched pretty good. I don't know if there's any weight reduction on this thing or not, and I don't know if these things weigh less or more than a 4th gen, but it runs pretty good. It's not bad. I'm still dialing in these VE tables. I haven't touched anything since the last update there, so I was trying to bog it and stuff, and throttle hasn't stuck again, so that's good. Still goes to 0 to 0.4% at throttle closed, so I think we're good on that. I like this car. I love Third Gens. Things are awesome. Yeah, I absolutely love Third Gens. One of my first hot rods was a 85 RX 28. It had automatic in it, and I always wanted to stick shift swap that thing. Now I know what it feels like to drive a stick shift Third Gen now. Fun as hell. All right, I adjusted the VE tables. They are good to go. I got it on MAF only now. It's still lean at idle, but driving around it's at like 9% rich, so we just need to adjust it. It's got a way different intake than, I mean, everything's going to be different, so it's just not going to be a base tune, here you go, I've done this before. No, I've done this before and it's not correct. So the VE table was fairly close, but we need to dial it in. If you don't know what I'm saying, don't get a mail order or base tune and just think it's okay. I don't do that shit. This is dumb. It's 2024, man. Like, we have the internet, and like I've had people trailer cars from Houston to me. I don't want to hear this. I don't know how to use the internet, or like, no, I can. If you can't follow instructions, then you probably should just bring it to somebody. Like, I'm not trying to be an asshole or anything, you know. I use TeamViewer a lot. I'll get on somebody's laptop for mine and do it if I have time, you know. But just, dude, cheap laptop will go a long way, man. I'm telling you. It's not the 90s anymore where we have email chains. And you know, I'm just guessing on the tune. Shit's stupid. Don't do that. That goes for your 93, 97, and 96 cars. Don't do that shit. It's stupid. Bring it to somebody. Let them dial it in. If they don't want to do it, change your system up. So something. Do something. Don't just do a bass tune. Enough ranting. Let's go get this thing dialed in. Also, one more thing. If you've PCM swapped your car to an 0411 LS style, you have a 4X or 24X, don't just think that any LS tuner can tune your LT1, because they're going to tune it like an LS1. All right. So what that means is it's not going to have enough timing. They're going to not know how to adjust the transient fueling, because no LS tuner does that shit. Yeah, you need a guy who's familiar with LT1 cars and kind of knows what they want. Otherwise, you're going to end up with something that's really less than stellar. It's not going to have enough power. You're going to be wondering what the hell's wrong with your car. I'm going to tell you right now, it's probably the tune. I fixed them before. It's nothing against those guys. They just really don't know what kind of timing they want. These things like about 10 more degrees of timing across the board than a typical LS. So it's just the nature of the beast. It's the design of the combustion chamber, all that jazz. They're literally a small block Chevy with aluminum heads. All right. If you don't know what kind of timing a small block Chevy likes, you're not going to be able to tune it good. And like I said, LS guys usually, they don't run a lot of timing, and they don't want a lot of timing in them. Nature of the beast. Anyway, back to tuning. All right, so you can see we're super lean down low, fairly rich up top, which is not too shabby. So we're gonna adjust this copy, paste, and then multiply by half. You can see that the VE table is a little different than an LS. And then this is what we got for the MAF curve right now. I'm gonna try to get rid of this dip right here, and then it probably needs some fuel right here, I'm betting, but we're gonna have to go get the wideband on it to do that one. The spark table, again, they want a lot more timing than a typical LS. All right, after letting it cool down and stuff, he doesn't have an extra bung for the wideband, so I took his stock one out and I put mine in there. Running it up right now. I gotta wire it up to the battery and then run the wires inside. Good to go. I guess it's one of them, having shorties right there, is this I can reach everything into the hood here. All right, got her an open loop. I gotta fix that. I don't know why it keeps doing that. That's okay. It ain't fueling. I think this is IAC settings I gotta mess with still. What is that noise? Sound like speakers. Alright, so we're sitting at a 14, 15, 7, 15. It's a little lean. I'm gonna go with it, I think. It's on MAF only mode still too, so I'm still messing with that. Actually, let me just add some fuel. Well, hang on. All right, I added 5% at idle. It's at 14.0 now. 13.7, 14.0. That's perfect. So rather be a tad rich than starting off lean, because that sucks. So again, I'm still on MAF only mode, and you're gonna ask yourself, hey Brandon, why are you doing wide open throttle stuff already? Well, it was cooled off, so that's why I'm doing it. And the MAF takes over after 4,000 RPM anyway. So bottom throttle, we're going to be past 4,000 RPM. So that's why. So I'm going to double check this thing. A little rich right there. It's okay. Totally fine. Totally fine. Just steer a little back down. So let me go find, let me go travel down to Mexico real quick. And then let's do a pull. Alright, I think I figured out the dying thing. It's like the timing goes at 0 for some reason on D-cell. I have to figure that out, but we're in second. I'm gonna start off at like 3,000 RPM and then just hammer it and see what it does. Alright, here we go. Pop out of gear. It is super rich. And by stupid rich, I mean like 10.5 air fuel. It also felt like the clutch was slipping a little bit too. Don't know why. Trying to look at that. See what it did. It just felt like it free revved, which is weird. I thought it popped out of gear. So we might have a clutch issue. Let's see, hammering on it here, boom. Yeah, it felt like it just, that's strange. No, we don't have a clutch issue. It dropped timing. It went to 8 degrees. Yeah, it went from 35 to 8. Oh my God. All right, I have to figure out what happened. All right, so it threw a code, actually a couple codes for the TPS sensor. I'm gonna go home. I'm not even logging it. I think I have an extra one laying around. I'm gonna swap it out and then see if it does it again. I think that it's going into like limp mode when I'm hammering on it like that, and it doesn't know what to do and it freaks out, and so it gets rid of all the timing. So I'm pretty sure that's what the timing issue is. So we're gonna go home, swap the TPS out, see if I see anything else that's going on with it, and then possibly start over. Nah, I think all the fueling's okay. I think it's just really a TPS issue, so we'll get it squared away. So it's like an hour later. Oh, yeah, I've been messing with that BBK throttle body. It kept reading randomly like 4% to 8% TPS. I tried a different TPS, didn't work. I tried backing the throttle blade off a lot and didn't work. And it was like you would touch the throttle barely, then it would come back down. It wasn't sticking though. So I'm wondering if that thing was like machined wrong or something. Hell, I don't know. I threw a stock throttle body on there and it's reading 0 to 0.4%. Perfecto. So that's what we're gonna roll with a stock throttle body. I already informed them about it. I was like, dude, I have no clue what's going on with this thing. Stock throttle body for the win. Fired right up. I haven't even adjusted anything. It just fires right up. So I am going to have to adjust some stuff now, because I think it's lean. Definitely lean. So might have to adjust some MAF tables. I think the VE tables were probably okay, but I think the MAF tables are all messed up. So nice and snappy. Yeah, I'm not gonna mess with that. It's lean. That's the knocking you hear is just the clutch chatter. It's not knocking. So let me richen this bastard up real quick, and then let's go for a spin. Okay, let's. Jeez. You know, even the simplest things give me trouble sometimes, you know. But hey, just power through it, man. Just power the process. So, stock throttle blade is working really good. I had to open up the throttle blades just a hair, so about 2 to 3 revolutions, something like that. So, it goes back to 0.8% every time. Got a 14.0 air fuel. Let's go back to Mexico. Yeah, I'm pulling over immediately. It's God, it's like rich as hell, like just driving it. Idling's fine, so it was super lean when I first started it, so I'm riching it up. And I was kind of revving it, and I was like, okay, maybe it just needs it all over the place. No, it just needed idle. So So just way too much air at idle, I guess, with that BBK. So now we're gonna lean it up quite a bit, driving around. So everything else seems like it's great though. It drives excellent. Now I was gonna mention you can tune in the open loop. It's not a big deal as long as you have a wideband, and if you're logging the wideband, you probably need to log it with when you're dialing in VE tables. MAF is really, you can log it, but like if you kind of know where it's at, you can kind of get it close. It's best to log it though. Like right now, I'm really making just adjustments with the MAF. Just out of gear. Just to try to get it a little closer, and then I'll put it back in closed loop, and then I'll when I put the regular O2 sensor back in and get it just dialed in. So I just want to, while I have it in there, it's the engine's hot, and I'm not sticking my damn hand down there to take out the O2 sensor, you know, or the wideband, and put the O2 sensor back in right now. So I'm just gonna do the one up and throttle stuff right now, and then I'll go do it, the rest of it in a little bit after I get this dialed in. So I just wanted to get it not rich as hell. Yeah, see, that's a lot better. It's close. So we'll put it back in closed loop after I'm done with this, and then go from there. Let's do a pull. See if we can get past 5 grand this time. It's fixed. Needs more fuel up top though, I think. I gotta look again. It was spinning back there, so I gotta re-pull it. Yeah, I went to 6,300. Injector duty cycle's fine, but I'm thinking it needs more fuel though, because I glanced and it was reading like 14 though. So I'm just gonna re-pull real quick. See what kind of air fuel it says. It started off in a 13, and I glanced up and I didn't look. So benefit of logging right there. Yeah, it gets lean up top. So it went to like a 14.5, and I just let out. So that's fine. We'll see what it did on the log here. It's happy. It's got some purr. Hey, Chevelle. Let me look at the log real quick and adjust accordingly. Let me lean this up a little bit. Let's see, 35 degrees timing. Yep, 90 something. Yep, 90% duty cycle. So if he did any more mods to this, he would have to he'd have to upgrade his injectors, definitely. So it's probably right around, man, probably 330 to 350 wheel. Like, I mean, that's probably the limit on a 24-pound injector ish, somewhere around there. So let me lean it up a little bit, and then I'm gonna go home and put the fan on the exhaust so I don't burn my damn hand. Let's see, what hertz rate was it at? 8,300 again. So I'm gonna lean it up just a hair. We'll do 0.9, do 3%. It's probably not gonna make a big difference, but it'd be all right. And then smooth it. Boom. If it hits above that, it's gonna go a lot. So it'd be all right. Okay. Flash it. I'm not gonna record the rest of this. I'm really gonna go home and put the fan on it, and then hopefully it's not burning my wire because it was close to the exhaust. And then put the stock O2 sensor back in there and finish dialing it in. I'm gonna recheck the VE tables too. I don't think it changed much on the VE. I think mainly it was the MAF tables, but I'm gonna double check it. It's easy. So let me get this flashed. I'm gonna make one little pull. That's probably okay, and then we'll put it back in closed loop. Well, that ain't good. It's cooling everywhere. Don't know what happened. Let me try to find the leak. I just pulled, I thought I smelled something just driving just now. It must have just happened. And yeah, something exited the chat here. So Hopefully it's something easy to fix and I can clean it with some hose, or I don't know. Let's give this a once over. See, the cool thing about having a swap car is you don't have to worry about getting the opti wet or anything. You can just douse that sumbitch down and it'll be all right. I bet you it'll fire right up. Let me get all this coolant cleaned off, dried up, and I'm pretty sure I found the culprit though. It looks like it wore a hole right here or something. I don't know how in the hell it wore a hole right here, but I'm pretty sure Advanced Auto sells like these little plastic things that can put in there. So I'm gonna do that and zip tie them out of the way. I think that's what happened, is just that. So I'm gonna let it dry. I'm gonna go to Advanced Auto Parts and grab a part. Okay, I replaced the entire heater hose. I don't like splicing stuff, so it's like 2 hours later now, so I'm trying to finish this thing now. He's still in town. I'm just making sure the O2 sensors work. And then I had a guy just drop off a vet, so I had to help him unload it. Yeah, I think it'll work. Let's see. Oh yeah, we're good. It was a little wet when I put it in there, but it should be okay. Oh yeah, it's working. So I'm gonna go finish dialing this thing in. I think we're done on the wide open throttle stuff, and I think I'm gonna adjust a couple of little bitty idle things, and I think we're done with it. So oh yeah, they're coming on right now, so good deal. So yeah, let me go adjust this math a little bit, and then do a walk around, do my little, you know, do all that YouTube stuff, you know, the thing I do at the end of the videos. And then let's go see if it dies, make sure the water pump's good, because I had an air pocket in it and it was taking me forever to fill it. So I'm gonna make sure it's okay for him, and then call a customer and have him come pick it up. I guess we'll start making this a trend too. I've noticed in some videos I say I like the car the way it is, and then I'll say you know, what I would change about it. So what I would change about it is this damn shift knob. I hate this damn shift knob. And then I would put the functional louver hoods on, functional louvers on the hood. Love those. Those are so cool on these. What else? The steering wheel. Since it's like a autocross car, Sparco, like with the Alcantara and the little yellow or red line to show it's centered. Ah, love that. I don't mind these seats. I would probably move it back a little bit just for me. They're not terrible. I'd probably put a roll cage in it too, like a half cage and with some bars, just to kind of fit the vibe of the car, you know. Like, other than that, I really like the car. I even like the gauges, even though he said he actually had trouble out of these things. I haven't had any trouble out of them, but he said he sent them back like 5 times. So I don't know what brand they are. I've never heard of them before, but they look pretty cool. I'll get a shot here in a second. He's got one blank gauge. I'd probably put a wideband in it. Other than that, I really like the car. Like, it's totally cool with me. Just like an old autocross racer. I love this stuff. Yeah, I would change this shift knob. I don't like this thing. Yeah. Put like a white cue ball on it or something, you know. Minor things. Nothing crazy. I'd even keep the cam in it. I even like that. It's fine with me. I know people talk shit about the hot cam, but it's in this it kind of works good just because it's an autocross car, and it's like, whatever, you know. Just, you're not really trying to put the most power down. You're really trying to get around the cones the fastest, and the most power doesn't always win. It's the best tires and suspension setup most of the time. Kind of depends on what class you're into. So this thing's aggravating. That something's right there. I was trying to put it up there. Yeah, it's rich in some spots, just because of the throttle body change, but not going to the limb mode anymore. Still pops pretty good. Thought I got rid of that. It's pretty cool. I'm not even a pop and bang guy, but you know, coming out of an LT1, it's pretty cool. No, it didn't die. See, it's still alive. It's still good. Yeah, let me go finish dialing this in. All right, so this is how much richer it was. It was 20% in some spots. This is pretty significant. Oh yeah, this is a gauge cluster. That's pretty neat. I kind of dig them. But yeah, we're gonna copy and paste this over, multiply by half, and it should be actually okay. Kind of got a little dip right there, but I think we're good. Most of the LT1s that I tuned usually do this for whatever reason. So different engines, different setups, all that stuff. So interface not respond. Yeah, I know that. Okay. Idle actually seems good, so I don't think I need to adjust any of that. So let's write it one more time. We'll go do a little walk around with it. The sun's going down. It's golden hour. If you don't know what that means, Google it. And then get this thing to stop rolling. Here we go. We'll do a little walk around and final thoughts. Thing kicked on, idles up a little bit. These cars have such good lines. God, I miss mine. I can't sell my 4th gen though, because kind of known for that, you know. Yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Like and subscribe. Do all that YouTuber stuff. See, that's what I was gonna say it. Catch you guys on the next one. Tomorrow I got a C4 Vet that just showed up, so I'll do a video on it too. So it's got a spicy little cam in it. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys. See you guys next time.